And welcome to the Days of Comics Past podcast. My name is Mike Neal, and this guy right here below me is Caleb fucking Eugene. The
What's
guy that
up?
doesn't want to show his face. And over here is the one and only Retro Bro. How are you
Hello,
guys?
hello. Pretty
Man,
good, pretty good. How are you doing?
just living out the coronavirus. I hate that I keep bringing it up, but we got to bring it up. Got to bring it up.
What
It's
what
there.
what is the coronavirus?
Um,
What?
it's a disease. I don't
It's
know.
not funny. It's not funny. I know it's not funny. I was just making that joke. You know.
I don't know what it is. But how are you guys? How's your week been?
It's been all right.
I've been
all
okay.
right? Yeah,
It's
everything.
been 1 week that she looked at me. She turned her head to the side and said she's angry. No one caught that. Wow.
God, no, I'm trying to remember who sung that. Who the fuck
Bare
sung
naked
that?
ladies.
Bare Naked Ladies. God, I'm glad I
You
didn't
just
know
lost
that.
your
Almost.
Caucasian card.
My '90s kid Caucasian card.
What the
Right?
hell's wrong with you?
God damn.
You
Well-
saw Boys in the Hood, right?
That was in Boys in the Hood?
No.
No, I'm done. Fucking god damn. I'm like,
Wouldn't
what
that be
the
great
fuck?
though?
I
If they
guess.
remade Boys in the Hood and Bare Naked Ladies is on the soundtrack, I want to see that.
That would have
protest.
been interesting. That would have been very interesting.
Crazy as fuck.
Oh, God.
Ricky! Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken. Gather your meat and your brain start ticking.
So hold on. So before we got Caleb on here, we actually you come up with a new term that
Accidentally.
that it had me in fucking tears. Can you
How
explain
did that
the
conversation
term?
start?
I don't even fucking know. It's fucking oh, we were talking about the Kyle Larson saying
The race car driver.
the race
Yeah.
car driver saying a racist slur while he was playing iRacing. So, but what was this term that we have come up with?
I thought you said, "Don't be the race car driver," but you said race car. I thought you said, "Don't be the race card driver," and we were like, "Wow, that's fresh."
So,
Race
dude,
car driver, like
don't
me on
be-
Facebook last year.
Don't be the fucking race car driver. Don't be that
Right.
fucker, man. Don't be that motherfucker.
And if you do, don't forget to pit.
This shit's awesome. Oh shit. So this might be kind of a short episode because it hasn't really been much going on.
No.
Everybody's up in their houses doing their things. I'm still going to work. Because I am fucking essential, motherfucker. That's me. Essential. But
I'm so essential. I get my paperwork. I'm
We salute
essential.
your service.
so essential. But I did have a couple things I wanted to bring up. Something that's actually pretty old. That I don't. Did you guys watch the? That is kind of sad in a way, but the trial of Gabriel Fernandez on Netflix.
I seen it. I didn't watch it though. I seen the previews for it though.
So you know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about, Corey?
I have no idea.
All right, so just so you know what it is, it's this little boy that basically his mom and his dad ended up killing him, like torturing him and killing him, and during the process of doing all this, they had like child services involved. People seen it was going on, and literally the system from every angle failed this little boy. He ended up dying. But
That's terrible.
yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. It's pretty fucking bad. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. The thing about it is I'm watching this, and the entire time I'm watching it, I have one thing on my mind. So here's a picture I'm gonna bring up. All right. So this is the judge during the trial. And I don't know if there's something in this picture that you might, see or recognize that kind of sticks out to you, maybe.
His mustache?
No, not his mustache. Caleb,
Um.
anything in this picture stick out?
Abe Lincoln behind
Uh.
him.
The red microphone.
The red fucking microphone. This microphone stuck out like a fucking sore thumb to me. Obviously, I'm using the same microphone, except mine's not red. Okay. But here's the thing. All right. That microphone, I've only seen that microphone one other place. And I'm sitting there like, why the fuck does this dude have this really exclusive microphone? I mean, it's not like this is like when you buy this, this is what it looks like. It's blue. It's got the blue filter and the silver casing. Unless you buy something that's special, like some kind of special edition microphone. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, dude, the only person, and the last time I was at your house, Corey, we were talking about, that I used to be this really big hip hop head. The only person I've ever seen using this microphone that's that color is Mos Def. The only person I've seen use this microphone. Got multiple
That's
pictures.
a weird coincidence right there.
I'm sitting there like, what? Like, he is literally the only person I've seen use that microphone, and it be red. So I went online and I tried to find one for sale. I can't find one for sale. Cannot find one for sale. I can't find one for sale. I can't find one that somebody actually had sold it. I can't find a price for it. If you wanted to sell one, if you had one in your possession and wanted to sell it, I don't know how much you could sell it for. It's this extremely rare fucking microphone, and I want to know how the fuck this judge got it.
I want to know how you went from dying child that the system failed to, damn it, where the fuck did he get that microphone?
That's the bad thing.
I'm for real.
Like, my old
Jesus,
lady,
what a transition. You segued like my playlist. You went from fucking Slipknot to Owl City real quick.
Murdered child to where'd you get your microphone, bro?
Jesus Christ. Prioritize, Mike.
Me and my old lady's watching this, and I'm sitting there the whole time. I'm like, where the fuck did he get that microphone? Why does a judge deserve to have this fucking exclusive microphone? You know what I'm saying? I can't even buy this fucking thing, but he's got one. So yeah,
Take off your mask. It's Jason Mewes under there, isn't it? That's a Jason Mewes ass thing to say.
Like, I'm like, no, it's a guy that loves a sheer microphone.
That's child died, Mike.
Yeah, but that was
children are dying.
That was over and done with. The kid was
How
dead.
Dare you?
How
People are
dare
dying.
you? But I mean, it was over and done with. I want to know where the fuck he got the microphone from. You know,
fuck the kid, right? Fuck that story. Fuck his memory. That microphone, though.
I can't help it. I can't help it. But I want the microphone.
I want one of those mics too, man.
They're sexy, man. Cool. They're beautiful, man.
The system failed this child in every way. By the way, bro, I know you can't get that anywhere else. Where'd you get that?
I want that mic. Give me the mic.
Don't let Mike work for CPS. His eyes are on the wrong things.
Let
man,
me
I know you haven't fed her in a few days, but ooh, is that a DL4 over there?
What you got over
there?
Hold on. You got an arcade 1-up cabinet over there? Shit. Let me set an arcade.
What else you got for us, Mike?
Well, that's what I talked about, arcade cabinets, man. You guys know that I got my Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet. My
Don't rub it in.
1-up. Well, I'm pretty proud of it. It's one of my Christmas gifts I got this year. So I went on Facebook and I joined a couple groups. There were arcade 1-up people that they're all into modding the things and doing all kinds of crazy shit with them.
Adding all the lights and stuff.
Yeah, doing
Raspberry Pis.
Raspberry Pis, all that shit. Well, this past week I went on there and I looked, and people were buying them for $50 a piece at Walmart's.
Wow, how?
They marked them down. They marked them down.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Walmart was the first place I saw the tiny cabinets. So they had Pac-Man and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's you. I think you can get them at Target now, maybe, but Walmart was kind of an exclusive thing. That's where
I
they.
really, really, really want the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one.
Oh, it
I
looks
want a
so
Gallagher
good.
one.
All right, so I want them all, and like my dream is to be able to have a basement filled with these fucking arcade cabinets. Unfortunately, I don't have a
Boy, you ain't said
basement.
nothing but a word.
Nope,
That's my shit right there.
nope. Unfortunately, I don't have a basement, but I do have a van full of arcade one-up cabinets now.
Jesus Christ, Mike.
Hold up. How many do you have?
Jesus
Whoa.
Christ.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, friend of mine. Hey, podcast partner.
One of them wouldn't have happened to
Pull
be
up with a
the
cabinet.
Ninja Turtles one, would it?
No. They didn't put that one on sale. They didn't put the Ninja Turtles on sale. But they I actually don't have them. That's what my van looked like after I went and bought them. I don't have them at my house now. They're actually at a undisclosed location in storage. But yeah, as soon as I get a basement, man, I'm gonna be on. It's gonna be on and popping. It's gonna be awesome.
You know
And,
you gotta have them bitches behind you for the podcast one time too. Just have them all lined up.
I wish. I don't have
Is
no
every
room.
one of them
I don't have no
different?
room. Yeah. So
What?
I got Final Fight. I got Street Fighter, Rampage, and Galaga.
Rampage, man. That brings
Galaga,
back fucking
man.
childhood memories for
Oh.
me.
Yep.
Memory.
Yes. And my
I
old
played
lady,
it on the
man,
PS1, of course.
my old lady was not. All right, the only one I really was scared about is the Street Fighter one I got was already open. And I was kind of worried, like, I don't know if I, want to get it. Maybe it don't work, whatever. And I just realized I didn't do something. But I talked my old lady into it, and that's Jude right there putting the Street Fighter cabinet together. We have put it together. It's sitting in the living room. My old lady is not going to let it stay there. It's going to have to go to the undisclosed location with the other ones. But all the parts were there. It works. And it is fucking awesome.
That's
I
cool
love
shit,
it.
dude.
Oh, the jealousy
You
is
gonna
real,
mod
man.
every one of them?
You know what? I don't
Put the
really,
lights in every one of them?
Play Breath of the Wild on that bitch.
But dude, I've seen some people put stuff in there like that. But I want to keep them like they are, man. If it's old school, if it's a Mortal Kombat cabinet, I pick up the Mortal Kombat cabinet. That's what I'm gonna play. Mortal Kombat.
I feel
You know
that.
what I'm saying? I like
feel
that. We talked about this before with like the fucking movies and stuff, like having Sunday night movies. I love the fact that you have to be there at a certain time. It's very nostalgic to me. Like that
Mhm.
cabinet right there is Mortal Kombat. The only thing I can play on it is Mortal Kombat. Maybe later on down the line, maybe I might get something that's like a 60-in-1 or a mod, something, throw a Raspberry Pi in there or something. But I like the fact that, hey, that's Mortal Kombat. That's Galaga. That's what I have. That's Street Fighter. That's what it is. If you want to play it, you play it. And there it is.
I like that energy. I like it.
I
Yeah, I
love
dig
that.
it. Hey, I gotta
Nostalgia's
drop
rough.
out for a second. Hey, I gotta drop out for just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Well, it kind of ruins what I was ready to talk about, but I'll talk about it anyways. So, me and Caleb both are huge Jason David Frank fans. I'm assuming that you probably are as well.
Yes.
Love
Wow,
Jason
my voice
David
cracks.
Frank.
He's a dick, but I love him.
He's not a dick.
You know he's a
How's
dick.
he
He
a
bullied
dick?
that gay. He bullied that gay
Bruh.
boy.
What bullied what gay boy?
The Blue Ranger in Power Rangers. The first time he bullied the fuck out of him.
Oh, come on, man.
It's a fact.
Come on, man.
I'm not like I'm not holding on to that like that's like I hate him for that. I'm just saying that happened. So
but he's all about Jesus and shit now, man. I don't think that's him. I think maybe he hazed him a little bit, But they're
They say
fucking
he loves
friends.
doing pranks. That's his thing. I've always heard that
Yeah,
about him.
that is true. That is true. I've watched videos of him and Johnny Young Bosch pranking people. If you can look it up on YouTube, man.
Right?
That so
You talking about the guy that played Billy?
Yeah, the Blue Ranger.
Yeah.
He bullied the fuck out of him for being gay.
Yeah, David Yost.
Yeah.
So, but what I was going to talk about was Jason David Frank in what was it? Is it Sunbat? Caleb?
Yeah.
All right.
Bat Son or
Bat Son.
I think it's Bat Son. I think
Bat Son, whatever. They are working
Entertainment. Bat Son Entertainment.
So all right, Bat Son Entertainment. They're working on a crowd-funded film, or I think it's actually a series that's going to be called Legend of the White Dragon. And that shit looks like it's gonna be
that looks really cool.
Looks really cool.
Is that like a Kamen Rider character?
It's gonna be Power Rangers, man. It's gonna be like a fan-driven Power Rangers flick or series. It is. I don't know a lot about it. I know that they reached out and started crowdfunding, and they reached like $100,000 already. Like their first goal was $100,000. They've reached that. I think they're like 200,000, and they're trying to make it to like 500,000, like $500,000.
Did you donate?
I have not donated. No.
Well, you ain't no fan then, bitch. Just kidding.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm giving them. I'm talking about it. Fuck. But
I'm just fucking with you.
But here is here's a screenshot. You look at
man,
the top left corner. That is Johnny Young Bosch. I can't remember the guy's name at the top right corner. But he played a Red Ranger in one of the series, and the other people
was
in there,
he like Time Force or?
Dude, I don't know anything.
I don't know.
Like past Turbo, like you
Why does
might
homie in the
know?
middle look like a Sith Lord?
That's Jason David Frank. He's gonna be the White Dragon, man. He's the white fucking dragon. I guess
They're gonna make pornos out of that too. You already know.
But this is a good chance. It's a good chance.
It's fucking time.
Oh! But his daughter, Jason David Frank's daughter, she's involved. I think the girl that played Kat as the Pink Ranger, I think she's involved from like the old series. So
I have a buddy who met her.
Who? Are you talking about Amy Jo Johnson?
Yeah, he met her.
Oh,
At
a con? Hell yeah. She was at Raleigh Con with last year, Caleb,
or a year before, one of those years.
Before. Yeah. So I didn't get to go to that one. I would have loved to have been able to go, but I didn't get to go. I don't have much more to really talk about.
We got Caleb's Comic Corner.
Yeah. Well, that's coming up. But I do have one. I have an image to pull up of Method Man as Bishop. Tell me how fucking amazing he looks.
Yo,
I'm fucking sold on that shit. I'm sold on him.
That's
doing
pretty
Bishop.
awesome. Yeah, that's pretty.
Can you imagine Bishop just kicking the best freestyle ever while jumping in between dimensions? That'd be fire.
That shit would be amazing. Look, I'm gonna bring that back up just one more time because
I want the Riz as Professor Xavier now.
He looks so fucking amazing, man. I was super impressed with how he looked on that.
Yeah, that's a good cosplay right there.
Mm-hmm.
At least, at bare minimum, that's some of the greatest cosplay I think I've ever seen.
For sure.
I could see him playing that role. He probably wouldn't look that way, but
Red Man could be MODOK.
Caleb, I asked you to look up one fucking thing for this podcast. Did you look it up?
Yeah, I looked it up.
Okay, well, tell us about that.
There's been some online speculation, and I figured out what it's from. What happened was somebody made like a fan film, like a fan trailer of like Keanu Reeves as Constantine, like coming back like for a sequel. It was a fan trailer, and it sparked a lot of buzz, and it brought up the conversation again. And so there's been a lot of online speculation.
Hold on. Tell everybody what the conversation is. What are we
Well, that's what
talking
I was
about?
about to say. It's about Keanu Reeves coming back as Constantine in a sequel because he played in the original Constantine movie back in like 2005, I think. I think it was
pretty early.
2005, something like that. It's been a while.
I think so.
I remember it pretty well from my childhood. It was one of those movies where I was old enough to remember, you know. So, yeah. But yeah, it's not like set in stone or anything. But he's said in interviews and stuff that he's open to coming back to it, and it's not been said recently. Like in the past few years, it's been mentioned, but it's not set in stone, and there's no definite answer to it right now. But it could happen, maybe.
Hope so.
I mean, how do you feel about that, Caleb?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but to be honest with you, I've grown quite fond. I think it's Matt Ryan that plays him on the Legends of Tomorrow. I think he's the one that also played him on the Constantine show when it was running before it got canceled. I thought that show was pretty good. I thought, but
I never watched.
I blame the fact that they put it on NBC. That's what I think. I think if they would have put it on a different network, I think that it probably could have worked. Like if they were gonna like make another DC show, why didn't they just put it on the CW with the other DC shows at the time? It would have made more sense, and it would have gotten way more fucking views. I mean, way more, because I mean that's what the people are already there for anyway. So the ratings are there. I just didn't ever understand that, but it ran for like 13 episodes and it got canceled. Then it was like 2 or 3 years where you didn't hear anything about it, and then all of a sudden, boom! Constantine's on Legend of Tomorrow, and actually, I think he was introduced on Arrow, and then they ended up giving him like a full role on Legends of Tomorrow. But either way, I've really grown quite fond of that Constantine. But I did like the original Constantine movie, so.
Well, I love that movie. Shia LaBeouf was in it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yep. Yeah.
He was his partner.
Yeah, his little
buddy. Okay. Well, here's the thing. When it comes to them making TV shows and stuff, even though they have all these DC shows on one network, it doesn't mean that they can get another one on that network. So obviously they built up Constantine and they sold it to NBC.
Yeah. And it had a good plot too. Like I said, though, I really honestly think it was the network because the fucking show itself was really good.
Now, I never watched the show. I'll tell you a story about the movie. The first time I watched that movie, I was in high school and I was going through like I guess kind of a religious phase in my life. I don't know. My best friend is pretty religious. And me and him had talked about I was on the verge of maybe not graduating because of my grades because I didn't do shit. And I decided he taught me into this to fast. I decided to fast for 40 days from drinking, smoking, and smoking weed. So smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, and drinking, all of that. This is me in high school. And I sat and watched Constantine and like literally smoked like a pack and a half of cigarettes while I was doing it. And after I was done watching it, I went like plus 40 days, I think. I can't no. I went 40 days without smoking. And then finally I was able to smoke again, I started smoking Black and Milds, and then it led back to cigarettes. But that's a pretty interesting time in my life. There was a little bit of a struggle there in high school. But guess what? I graduated. Did God do it?
Right.
Did God do it? I don't know. Maybe.
He did. Trust me.
But I did fast for 40 days from cigarettes and weed, and alcohol. So now I
I've
got
heard-
vapes. I got vapes and alcohol now.
Right.
Yeah.
I've heard plenty of people say that the sacrifice of fasting, like letting something go for a while, basically you get a blessing back because you let something go. I think that's pretty cool. And Constantine is not the movie you want to watch if you want to quit smoking. Oh my
But,
God.
Oh
He
hell
smokes a
no!
cigarette every 2
Yeah.
seconds in that fucking movie. I want a
Yeah,
cigarette.
and,
That's what I'm talking about.
that's kind of like that's kind of how like I was like, man, this shit. He is so cool smoking a cigarette and shit, you know. But didn't at
It's
the end
not
of that,
cool, kids. It's not cool.
But wasn't that whole movie like him trying to quit smoking and shit?
No, he
this
was
the-
dying of lung cancer. He was gonna die.
Yeah,
He was
but-
trying to buy his way back into heaven by deporting demons. That's one of my favorite movies.
But I don't know. I remember like some scene at the end where he was smoking.
There's two
And
endings. No, there's one ending where he lights another cigarette after Satan heals his lungs. And there's another scene where he pops a piece of gum. There's two endings, and I know that because
Oh.
I have a life.
Okay. But you know, I remember it being a really, really fucking great movie, but I don't remember ever really watching because I think I borrowed it from somebody.
I tried to go to hell with my friend's cat when I saw that movie. I put my feet in some water and grabbed the cat. The cat wouldn't hold still, so I didn't get to go.
Well, damn. So I guess
some
we'll.
crazy shit. Damn, Corey. Damn, Corey, you crazy as hell.
Crazy motherfucker retro.
Well, I guess it's that time. Do you know what
Caleb's
time
Comic
that
Corner.
is? It's time for Caleb's Comic Corner.
Loving
Oh,
that
that's what's
artwork.
up. That's what's up, man.
Oh, you
That's
like
what's
that?
up.
You like
Yeah.
that? All right. Get us going, Caleb.
All right. So this week we have the Batman the White Knight issue #1.
Why is it gotta be white?
I guess that's just the way they want
Don't be a race car driver.
it. They were race car drivers.
I love it.
Sorry, keep going. I'm
No,
sorry,
man.
Caleb. You're throwing him off. It's corner time. Go, Caleb.
Don't be a fucking race car driver, man. All right.
So basically, I'm
Just
not
go
gonna be
ignore
able to do
Mike.
this
Go,
until
Caleb.
this motherfucker stops laughing.
Unprofessional motherfucker. He said as he hit his cigarette on podcast.
All right.
Okay, go ahead, Caleb.
All right, so basically, this is a little bit of a different take on a Batman story, and it kind of. At first, I thought it was like a role reversal between like the Joker and Batman, which it kind of is in a more different aspect. But basically, what we got going on here, when this issue opens, you got the Batmobile.
Hold on. Let me hold on. Before you do that, I'm gonna bring this back up one more time. So on the cover right here, who are we? Is this the Joker and Harley Quinn?
That is the Joker and Harley Quinn. Yep.
All right.
Now Harley Quinn is not in this issue. And like there's pictures of like a few images, but she's not in it.
But that is the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Right. Correct.
Right.
Yeah,
Now is that Bruce Wayne at the bottom? Is
yeah
Bruce
that is
Wayne-
Batman. Yeah, that is Batman. Right there at the bottom.
Okay. All right. So we'll click back on. All right. Tell us about it, because this is like a what if comic, which is, I does DC have like a big what if line of comics?
I know
like
there's quite
Marvel
a few. I know there's quite a few. Theirs are called Elseworlds titles.
Okay.
That's what they're called. They're called DC Elseworlds, and they're basically like little. They used to sell them at the comic book store all the time. If you look in the slots where the paperback books are, the regular weekly issues or monthly issues, you'll see one in there with a sleeve over it or not every once in a while. And I've got quite a few of those in my collection, actually, and they're really good books, but it's like a one shot, But this isn't an Elseworlds title. This is actually, I think this is just a regular it's a one of 8 series that they released. It's not any Elseworlds or anything like that. It's just a one-shot series.
And one more question before you start this, because we talked about, I know on the podcast before we talked about Stan Lee writing a Batman comic.
Right.
Was that part of that Elseworlds?
I would have to do some more research in it. I'm not going to sit here and give you some bullshit answer because I don't really know. But I know that he has done at least one thing with DC because my stepbrother talks about it all the time. We've talked about it before, so I'm pretty sure Mark knows what I'm talking about.
I do have to talk about that real quick because the fact that Stan Lee was so diverse with what he did and everything, I don't know how it come to be, but Stan Lee wrote a Batman series where Batman was a black dude. That's fucking Stan Lee, man.
His last living cameo was on a DC movie. He was in the Teen Titans Go movie. Remember that? Or I don't know if you saw that.
He was in it, but it wasn't the last one.
His last living cameo was that movie. I think so. When he was alive, I mean.
No, I think it was Captain Marvel.
Oh, I could be wrong. But I thought it was cool because in Teen Titans Go, the movie, I don't mean to cut off what Caleb's doing, is like, there's a part where Stan Lee comes in, he says, hey, who cares if it's a DC movie? I just love cameos.
Yeah,
and that was his way of telling the whole Marvel DC war to shut up.
Yep.
Yeah, that was awesome. I really got a kick out of that.
Now, did you see Captain Marvel?
Yeah, I saw
it.
You did see it, Corey?
Yeah.
It fucking goddamn Stan Lee sitting there reading the Mallrat script. Do you remember that?
Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Caleb was talking about the comic.
All right. Hold on. Caleb, we're gonna
you're good, bro.
We're gonna postpone Caleb's comic corner just for a second. Corey just watched Jay and Silent Bob reboot for the first time.
I did.
Please tell me how you thought about it or what you thought about it.
Okay, first of all, my friend Brandon is the one who showed it to me because I hadn't seen it. I wish I could have done what you did and did the pilgrimage and went to see the premiere and went stand against the wall. But when I was watching it, I went into it expecting, to do all the callbacks of the first one. And it was campy because, Jay and Silent Bob movies are campy. But the way Kevin took jabs at himself is what I love the most. He basically read full critiques of himself to himself as lines in the movie. And I thought that was fucking brilliant. Yeah. I finally like his daughter's work because normally I can't stand her. I'm not going to lie. I can't stand Harley. Forgive me, Kevin. But she did a good job in that. Jason Mewes looks like the guy from Jeepers Creepers now, but I still love him. And, of course, the part at the end, man. God.
Yeah. I was sitting
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll was one hell of a lifestyle.
My favorite line of the movie, they said something like, oh, this isn't House Party 4. I fucking fell on the floor.
Look.
No shit.
You talk about the ending, dude. I was sitting in a crowded theater crying like a bitch watching that shit.
Right.
With my old
Fuck
lady.
You, Bill Maher. Y'all know why I said that.
With my old, because he said some shit about fucking comic books.
Yeah, be an adult. Books are for adults. Why are you reading these little comic for motherfucker? Adults draw and illustrate and write that. Shut your mouth.
Fuck Bill.
I like Bill too. That was fucked up until that.
I don't like him. It was some stuff earlier on that made me not like him. I really don't like him.
I like him because he has the balls to call out his political party. Like most people involved, will never say anything bad. He'll call shit out when stuff's bullshit. Now that's why I like him. Like he's kind of like Democrats. We really suck. We got to get better. But I'm gonna stop. I don't want to get political.
But I honestly thought the highlight of that movie was Jason and Harley and their interactions with each other. And I could not believe how great Harley did in that movie and how great Jason did. You can
Her
see
acting was on point.
Huh?
Her acting was on point.
She was amazing, dude. I thought she was fucking amazing. I thought Jason was a whole new level of acting in this movie compared to all the other stuff we've seen.
Because he had to
He
be
was-
serious. He couldn't just be like
No.
snoochies all the time. You know, he had a kid.
No,
I think that's my friend Brandon. I think that's his kid in real life. We think that him and Kevin Smith's relationship is so tight that he busted up in that wife, and that's why Harley's tall with a big nose. And I mean, his wife's tall, but I don't know.
Yeah, she's tall. She's got kind of the bit. I don't know. I think she looks like a.
I think it is crazy as shit if you do like house tours with him of his office. He's got like a complete life-size portrait of his wife completely naked in his office, and he just like when he does tours, he just like shows that shit off like
No,
it is like his most prized possession.
that motherfucker will go. Kevin Smith will go on live and have his camera, like he has his phone angled different ways. He'll go on live and have a picture of his wife completely fucking naked in the background.
He's not insecure at all.
No, not at all.
We saw that on Clerks 2.
Exactly.
She pulled the titties out.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And she made out with Brian O'Halloran. But
can we let Caleb finish talking about the comment?
Going back to Caleb's comment.
All right.
And
anyway.
obviously by the picture, you can tell he did not like the comic. Obviously. He looks like he's pretty fucking pissed off with it. But let's see what Caleb thinks. Go ahead, Caleb. I'm not. This is Caleb's Comic Corner. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
Yeah, all right.
But they landed, and then they landed,
and then they landed,
and then they landed. No, but basically this starts off with the Batmobile pulling up to the Arkham Asylum, and somebody gets out, and somebody is not Batman, and he's like got these guards helping him in, and they're unlocking this gate and the cell, and it's Batman sitting inside, and the guards are pretty much like he's been quiet for a really long time, and then it's Jack Napier, and which is Joker. If you've ever read The Killing Joke, that's what his alias is.
Greatest books ever.
Yeah, that's what I got. And I'm kind of like wondering if like this is like in the distant future of The Killing Joke or something. I don't know, but Barbara Gordon is in this, and she seems kind of young, so I doubt it.
Oh shit, we lost Corey. I don't know what happened there. Go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, basically, that is like a present moment, and then it flashes back to a year ago. It says 1 year ago, and then it's Batman chasing Joker through the streets of Gotham or whatever, and he's on some kind of like skateboard, fucking crazy shit. You know, it's some Batman Joker type shit chase going on, but Batman's kind of reckless, and he ends up breaking a bunch of shit. And he hurts a few people, and it seems like he's a little bit tired of Joker's shit, I guess, and it's kind of like clouding his judgment a little bit. And there's also some other stuff going on, but you don't really find out till later what that is. But because they're wondering why Batman is being so reckless, because he actually hurt somebody, not purposefully, but he's not thinking. And
so all right, so it is Bruce Wayne like broke middle grade or
no. Batman is still Batman in this. It's none of that. But basically, what happens is he's chasing Joker, and he doesn't know where he's going, and he ends up going to this warehouse, and the warehouse is full of like drugs the FDA is trying to get rid of, and they don't really know much about what's in the warehouse. All they know is the government's like trying to destroy it or whatever. It's some kind of crazy shit. And the Joker breaks into there, and it goes into this really long dialogue with Batman, and basically he's just telling him like that they thrive off of each other, and then he starts going on to tell him that that he thinks that he's changed, Batman has changed, and he's not the same person, and it's just this really in-depth, different point of view from Joker, I guess, that you could say, that he kind of gives back to Batman in this dialogue piece right here. And then afterwards, he said, "I'm going to change all of it. he said, "You've been the Dark Knight of Gotham, but I'm going to change all of it. I'm going to be Gotham's White Knight." And he takes the pills or whatever. And the pills, well, actually, what happens is Batman beats the crap out of him. Batman beats him so bad in front of the cops and the GCPD and Batgirl and Nightwing and everybody are sitting there standing there watching Batman beat the crap out of Joker. And he basically takes all these pills and shoves them down Joker's throat after they have this big dialogue piece. And the pills actually make Joker like not Joker anymore. So like that's why he went there, because he wanted to take these pills because he found out that they could help him change his condition back to a normal person. So yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
Now, did you read that? You said this is multiple issues.
This is just the first fucking issue. Yeah, this is all in the first issue.
I don't know what the fuck happened to Corey, but he's back. Hold on, Corey's back. Hold on. What the fuck?
Yeah, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers! Surprise!
What the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck?
I mean, all right. Where the fuck is Corey?
Puppet B Puppet here, joining your podcast. Corey's over there in the corner with his head down, because I'm Daddy Dom in this bitch. What's wrong?
Caleb's trying to finish his review of a fucking
I don't
comic.
give a fuck. I'm going to interview you both as soon as he's done. Go on with your little podcast, man. I've got questions for you.
All right, Caleb.
What are you all nervous for, Mike? You laughed about a child dying earlier. The puppet got you rattled. Puppet got your tongue.
God damn.
What are you chuckling about down there? Don't you have a comment to finish? Come on with your... What kind of fucking fruit rope operation is this? Is this laughing down there?
All right. Caleb, let Caleb finish the comment, man.
Finish the comic, man.
I don't even know what the fuck this shit is.
All right. So basically, after all of this, you find out that like Batman beat him really, really bad, and he's in the hospital. But basically, Jim Gordon's got all this stuff going on with the GCPD. They're on his butt, and I blanked out. Hold on.
It's weird, man. It's fucking weird.
Is this the days of comics past the days of Asperger's? Come on. Alzheimer's, my bad.
Yeah, the days of Alzheimer's.
It's weird, man. Just
Go on, tell the story.
But after all this is said and done, you go into like this whole in-depth thing with Jim Gordon and the GCPD, and they're having to worry about Joker and what's going to happen, because basically they realize that his condition is reversing, and he wakes up and then he goes into the public records office and he starts going through all these records, and they find out that he's actually filing a lawsuit against the GCPD, Batman, all these entities that took place, that were there, and it's wild, man. And
this is really fucking wild right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
yeah,
a crazy
you seem to have a firm grasp on what was written, what somebody else wrote. You said that perfectly. Something we could all just read digitally or go to a fucking store and buy the book ourselves. But go on. Didn't mean to cut you off there, mate.
But yeah, basically the whole premise of this book is Joker takes a handful of pills and he turns into a fucking lawyer.
Oh.
All right. So, what do you rate the book?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, because it was definitely an interesting story and it was a different take. If I was going to score it any higher, though, I'd have to read more issues and read the whole series. But it's definitely interesting enough for me to read the second book. So
wonderful.
And that icon that you're using as your image or your picture.
That's
that,
Jack Napier. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Joker in that book, and he kind of looks like Bruce Wayne. It's kind of weird, a little bit.
Joker. Every douchebag I know claims to be just like him.
All right.
So
Where,
mean.
all right. Where the fuck is Corey?
Corey is in the corner with his fucking head down, like I told him to be. And if he's a good boy, I'll give him a treat. Enough about Corey. I've got questions. Can I ask my questions?
I guess so, man.
Is that okay with you, Mike?
Yeah, sure. Ask
All
a
right, I'll
fucking
take
question.
a sip of beer. Here we go. I'm interviewing the Days of Comic Past podcast. What an honor to not be seen by anybody. All right, shut up. First question. Why does every fruit roll-up ass person with a smidgen of knowledge about anything nerdy have a fucking podcast now?
I don't know. That's a good question. That we can.
God, y'all are, you suck. Get on point. Good lord. What if Joe Rogan's watching?
Joe Rogan's like fucking dumbasses.
I don't know. I guess screw all the other podcasts in ours. All right. Oh, to the fucking next question, motherfucker.
Next question. Why did you, Mike, think that adding Retro Bro, a man with one fucking ice tray in his freezer, is a good idea for a podcast?
Because I don't even have one ice tray in my freezer.
You got an ice maker, don't you?
It's broke.
I can you have it though, don't you?
I can answer this.
Answer it. Answer the fucking dumb puppet's question.
We can't say much on your input, Puppet, but on Corey's input, Corey's got pretty good input on the conversations a lot of times.
Oh, good lord. You fall for his bullshit, don't you? The guy's a little witty, and you call that talent. Good lord. You must be more desperate than I think. Okay, next question.
Hold on. I have a question. Why the fuck are you there if you hate this motherfucker that much?
I don't want to be here. Now, first of all, the people who fixed my eyes after Corey's friend's dogs ripped them out, wonderful people. Olivia, Sarah, and Martin, thank you very much. I miss your home. They have a podcast too they're on, by the way. I'm gonna plug it real quick because I like them better.
Oh, no, fuck you.
Oh, no. It's only fair to make
another podcast or our podcast. Fuck you.
Listen here, Gimli. The people who fucking made me look better, are on a podcast. And it's called, fuck, I'm drawing a fucking blank. Oh,
I've never heard of it. I'm drawing. Well, fuck. The internet needs some hope if you're going to fucking come on here.
Oh, whatever, Mr. 80 viewers. You ready for the next question?
I wish we had 80 viewers.
Are you sure you don't need another beer first?
Go ahead, man. Go the fuck ahead.
No, you cannot come out of the corner. Sit your ass right there. Okay, next question.
Corey, are you okay? Tell us you're okay.
He blinked twice. He's fine.
Oh, God.
All right.
Go with your questions, man.
Listen, is this the Days of Comics Past podcast just three grown men getting a good head start on the midlife crisis?
No, I'm already there.
You sure?
I'm already.
Those arcade cabinets, yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm already there, bitch.
I feel like
all right. Don't be sensitive now. Didn't somebody call you a snowflake already?
I'll be a fucking snowflake. I'll be that. Fuck.
Hey, the whole Whoville lived on a snowflake, so I'll be a snowflake all day. Anyway, next question. You ready?
Go ahead.
Are you ready, Caleb?
I am ready.
All right. Now, this is the last question. It's like a three-part question for all three of you. Concerning your beard, your three burly bearded men. Caleb, you're a burly bearded chap. Why aren't you chopping wood every day or some shit like that?
I grew up chopping wood. I don't want to chop wood.
All right, well, that answers that question and deflates the joke because you've obviously done it. Mike, you have the type of beard that makes me think you watch a lot of Sons of Anarchy and drop acid. Is that true?
Yes. He wants to be just like Ryan Hurst. It's his fucking idol. He wants to be OP.
You know,
It
all
all
right.
started.
And Corey,
It all started with
Hey!
Remember the Titans.
remember the Titans?
Yeah.
That's the lamest movie you can be a fan of. You know that.
that's so goddamn fucked up. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck.
No, fuck you.
No.
I haven't finished my question yet. What kind of
All
fucking
right, go ahead.
podcast
Go
is
ahead.
this? Can I
Finish your
my
fucking question. Finish your fucking question.
All right, Corey. As far as your beard, you have the I'm thankful that the church gives out bag lunches beard. What is that? Never mind. Shut up.
Oh,
Anyway, that's all I had to say. You all suck ass.
Well,
Well,
how? I mean,
we love you, puppet.
you literally have probably one of the largest assholes than anybody I know. How does that feel?
Well, consider it this. Could Corey even have an Instagram following at all without me?
Yeah, I believe you can.
Eh? I get him all his views. You think those washed up TikToks are gonna get him somewhere?
I don't know, dude. I haven't
Oh,
seen you in a
great!
while.
He makes soccer
Mitch-
moms who are stuck at home chuckle.
Puppet,
He's
are you
not getting the blue check mark off that shit
Hey, Puppet.
any more than you're gonna be Joe Rogan.
Puppet.
I'm not trying to
I
be
haven't
Joe
seen-
Rogan.
I haven't seen you on Corey's Instagram in a while.
That's because his lazy fat ass been doing them fucking TikToks and it's all about me. It doesn't matter. I've got a plan for his ass.
What is that?
I'm gonna peg it tonight.
God damn.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna peg him and I don't even have a dick. That's what kind of G I am.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ. Wow.
All right, I've talked enough. Go on with your podcast.
Are you fucking done?
Hmm?
I guess are you fucking done? Are you fucking
Oh, I'm
done?
always on 10. Don't get that twisted. I'm just done right now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Whatever you say, Billy Goat Gruff.
Are you going to release Corey now so we can...
No. He's sitting right there in that corner, so I'm ready to tap that ass later.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ. All right. We are literally down to 0 viewers now. Thank you, Puppet.
Oh, shit. I told you. One eye tray in the freezer kind of guy. That's what happens.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna finish this. God damn. Is Corey okay?
Why do you keep asking about Corey like you care about his well-being? Have you seen that, man? The fact that he hasn't committed suicide is amazing to me. It's a triumphant story because he should just go. I mean, fuck.
Whoa, Puppet.
And was that too morbid? You were laughing about a child who died earlier. What was it, the red microphone thing?
All right. All right. Where the fuck do you sleep at night?
There's a box, a lovely box, provided by Corey's friends who fix me.
Okay.
Nice.
And first of all, I don't ever sleep.
Like
I'm
a
more
dog.
coked up than Charlie Sheen himself, boy. I've got
God
tiger blood and Adonis DNA.
All right. So I guess we're gonna end the podcast here.
Were you Joe Exotic
All right.
before Joe Exotic was Joe Exotic?
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer. Joe Exotic wishes he was me, bitch. Carol Baskin. She killed her husband. Let me stop. Okay,
right.
host, in the podcast. Do
All
your
right,
job.
I'm trying. Are you not gonna let? You're not gonna let Corey come
Hell
back?
no, he's not coming back. What do you think?
All right. Well, without further ado, Caleb, can you hit us with the ending line? I guess. I don't know.
By the great Barry Allen. Life doesn't give us purpose. We give life purpose.
Except for when you run a shitty podcast.
God damn it! Chase your fucking muse.
Nighty night.
God damn.